Hosting family and friends at home is a great way to bring people together and make happy memories. I am Mauricio, and this is a show made to guide and inspire you in your next great get-together. We are hosting a birthday dinner party. We usually, for our friends and family, people that we love and care, we take them out for dinner or buy them flowers in their special day. One day I was thinking, why don't make this at home, make it more intimate, and create good memories. I personally think this is a very good gift. I did this with one of my friends, and we all have a good time. I want to share with you this menu and remake this dinner together. A chicken pastilla, a Moroccan chicken pie with filo pastry, filled with chicken and spinach catalan. For dessert, we'll have a cardamom pavlova with blackberry cream and fresh berries on top. But we will start with a celery root cream with hazelnut and spinach pesto. And if you are into, we will have a red quinoa with arugula salad with shallots vinaigrette. So this menu is already done, right? But what about if one day you want to have your own menu? I don't know what happens to you, but for me, I remember in the beginning, I was like doing a lot. And I was all over the place because you want to make everything for everyone. And it was not nice. So one of the things that is good is just focus on the main. Just thinking what I want to give. I want to have the meatloaf for my grandmother recipe secret. Blah, blah. So with that, you can start adding things. Like in this case, I want to do the chicken pastilla, which is going to be the main dish, the star for the dinner. So when I started the chicken pastilla, like, ooh, the chicken pastilla is going to be. Then it's like, well, it's a birthday, so what should I do? So it's when they decide, well, maybe a pavlova, which is not that heavy, but that goes pretty good. But also, if I make the full pavlova, I can shape it as a cake. So there you are. I have the main, I have the dessert, that is also going to be the birthday cake, and also that is going to be the centerpiece for my table. And that's how the menu started being created. So you start for the main dish, and then you start to make your menu. Okay, I need to do something. This dinner party, we are dividing in 2 days. I know it sounds weird, but hear me. The idea is do the most that you can in advance. You are on your own schedule. You take your time, it's not rushed. So let's check the recipe. Our priority, in this case, is our chicken pastilla, which is the main dish. So the chicken pastilla have all elements. And we can do in advance the fillings. This is a chicken pie with filo pastry. So I can bake it today. But doing the fillings, we save a lot of time and it's not stress for tomorrow. Also the pavlova, we can bake it today and tomorrow just warm it up and present it. When we're hosting a dinner party, I think one of the most important things is how you want your table to look like, how it represents you. So in this case, I really want some colors. I really like how it looks together. I have some violets, some lavender, and this greenery. I can use some napkins for match the greens that I want. Also the greens for the greenery for the plants, like in eucalyptus, they can match the other color that I wanted. And for the flowers, just look at the flowers that you find in the market with the color that you want. So this is in general the look that I want for the table that night. And I feel like it looks great. A few ways to keep your flowers fresh is as soon as you arrive home, you trim them a little bit. In fresh water, you put a little bit of sugar and a little bit of vinegar.
the sugar will give them some food, and the vinegar will prevent some bacterial growth. I have chosen to have two identical flour arrangements because the pavlova will be in the center. But if you decide to have individual pavlovas, what you can do is have some candle holders. So this is a flour arrangement, and if you have extras, you can put here your candle holders, and this can be your center of the table. Now that our table is ready and looks great, we can start cooking the chicken filling for our pastilla. We will start by peeling and slicing 2 medium onions. Then peel and slice 12 cloves of garlic and cut from plump tomatoes into wedges. We will pat dry your chicken, 2 breasts, 2 thighs, and 2 drumsticks. Season your chicken with salt and pepper. Heat the oil in a big pot and cook until golden brown for both sides. Keep your pan on medium and start cooking the onions. It takes a while to caramelize onions, and be careful not to rush it. Stir constantly so they don't stick in the bottom. Cook until they are soft and dark like jam, adding the garlic towards the end. Then add the tomatoes, cinnamon sticks, peppercorns, dried chilies, and salt. Cook for another 5 minutes. Add the chicken, add the dry white wine, and then you add the chicken stock.
So we need to cover it. The chicken need to be cooked. So we need to put the fire a bit low because it need to be like simmering for 1 hour. And since the chicken is going to be swimming there for 1 hour, I think it's the perfect time to start making the pavlova. I want to turn the oven on in 250 F, and meanwhile I will bring all the stuff that we need.
Now you want to separate the egg whites of 6 eggs. You can set the yolks if you like. With a mixer, beat the egg whites at low speed and increase to medium. It will thicken gradually and hold soft peaks. Then you can add the sugar, cornstarch, and creme tartare to help with the stability. Mix for another minute and fold in the vanilla extract and ground cardamom. We are going to trace an 8-inch circle onto a piece of parchment paper. Then a dab of meringue in each corner will keep the paper stable. I like to use a piping bag to transfer the meringue to the baking sheet. You can build it up gradually into the shape around the cake. We're going to put it in the oven for an hour and a half.
Pavlova is in the oven, so now we need to keep going with the chicken.
Remove the chicken, let it cool, and then shred it. Continue to simmer the sauce for 30 minutes. Remove the chilies and cinnamon. Now we're going to make our Catalan spinach filling. We will cook the sherry vinegar and whiskey for 5 minutes and add the raisins. Then, saute the shallots along with garlic. You can add the raisins mixture, pine nuts, which were roasted with paprika. Add a pinch of salt to the pan. Then, we'll add the heavy cream, followed closely by the spinach. Cook until the spinach is wilted, and then pop into the fridge. Now for our soup. Peel and chop 2 medium onions, 2 medium parsnips, and 1 large celery root. In a large saucepan, we will add a little olive oil, followed by our onion, parsnips, celery root, and garlic. Cook for 12 minutes over medium heat. Add the chicken broth. Finally, puree the whole mixture together. Now our salad. With the rice cooker, you can cook the quinoa the same way which you will make rice. It makes it really easy. 1 cup of quinoa and 2 cups of water. Once cooked, we can pop in the fridge for later. We need 2 shallots sliced very thin, and a mandolin is really useful for this. We pickle the shallots with the juice of 1 lemon, a teaspoon of salt, and a splash of red vinegar. Let it sit for at least 10 minutes. Our vinaigrette consists in olive oil, red vinegar, a teaspoon of sugar, a tablespoon of sumac, and a half spoon of Dijon mustard. Add the shallots, seal up in a jar, and shake, shake, shake. That is our salad dressing.
So I think this is it. The table is ready to go for tomorrow. So we have little leftovers for the greenery, so I make a little these things for each setting. The soup is in the fridge, the vinaigrette, the quinoa is cooked, and for the chicken pastilla, the chicken is already there, the filling, the spinach is there too, and the pavlova, we cook it, they just let it cool, we're let it cool all night in the oven, and tomorrow want to be dry, crispy, and we assemble it. So that's it. Let's have some rest, and I will see you tomorrow.
We're going to garnish the soup with some pesto. To start, we need to toast some hazelnuts. We will chop a few and save them for later. In a small food processor, we will put 30 grams of spinach, a clove of garlic, or hazelnuts, a good log of olive oil, lemon zest, and the juice for 1 lemon. We add some salt and we blend it into chunky paste. You can always add a little extra olive oil later. We're going to top the pavlova with some whipped cream. To start, we will put together heavy cream and icing sugar. To give a lavender color, we're adding a blackberry reduction and some vanilla. Now, we're ready to dress our pavlova. I made this reduction to top the pavlova with flaked raspberries and blueberries. It's a beautiful combination. You can also add some fresh mint if you like. Now our chicken pastilla. With your oven at 350 degrees, we start with our spinach catalan, top with our chicken mix, and finally your filo pastry. Here, I have added melted butter to each layer of the filo. We're going to cook our pie for 1 hour. After removing from the oven, let it cool for 10 minutes or so. When you're ready to serve, you can flip it over and top it with icing sugar. Now, we're ready to slice it and serve up the main course.
Okay, I will try to explain this, and I couldn't find another way to do it. So let me try. You need a workspace. It will be more organized and it makes you look good. So how I do it is like I like this area because it's next to my stove, and you can see it's a very small area. It's next to the sink. I also can use them for just longer, but I like this. So when I work here, you need to move everything that you need. Including the knives, we already use it. So all these, what I'm making is my work area, my workstation. So how it happens is like you put everything what you need for your first course. So people is arriving, they're having fun, you're sitting at the table, they're having a drink, they're chat. The only thing that I put next to is my plate with the garnish. You know how practical is this? You can move it around and everything is in one same spot. So people is here, they are ready to eat. You have the soup, it's warm, so you start serving. Soup, and pesto. Then nuts, and then pepper, and it's ready to go. The kitchen looks good. You know why? Because we do everything in advance. We cooked yesterday, so everything is just like warm it up, and it's clean and it's simple. But okay, salad. So we're gonna sit chatting, and now come your plate for the garnish for the salad. Here, of course, going to be also the bowl for the spinach. So one thing is you mix it, right? You mix the vinaigrette that we made yesterday with the quinoa that we cooked yesterday and the salad. So you mix it just right before. You don't want to mix it in advance because never. So the same, you can start plating and ready to go. It's so important how your workspace, and nobody's allowed to put anything here. No drinks, no chat. Well, you can have a chat, but just this is mine. This is my workspace. That makes sense. I hope these tips work for you, and they work for me.
Now, for a little creativity, we can garnish our soup with our homemade hazelnut pesto, a dash of olive oil, pepper, and the hazelnuts. For the salad, we can mix the dressing with the greens, we can add some shallots, and then we can add the quinoa.
Have you ever tried to cut a croissant with a knife? Doesn't work. So tonight we have a pavlova and also have a chicken pastilla. She's very flaky. So this knife, even though it's very sharp, it doesn't work either. It will be like flat and going to be a little bit of a mess. So what we can use is a bread knife. This is very good when it's for flaky things. You just go through, you cut the pavlova and you can cut the chicken pastilla with this. I have this one from school, so it's amazing. It's like you cut it, you can serve with this, and there you go. To cut your pastilla and to cut your pavlova today, use a bread knife. It's the best option you have.
Finally, we have 4 courses: cream celery root soup with hazelnut pesto, baby kale salad with red quinoa, the amazing Moroccan chicken pastilla, and our dessert, blackberry cardamom pavlova.
So I think everything is ready. Soup is warm, chicken is in the oven, spinach is in the fridge with the plates, and the pavlova is in the center of the table, and it looks amazing. So I think everything is ready. So anytime you're ready, come on and let's host. Everybody's screaming outside. Honestly.